the story that you not only produced it, but also starred in it?
For me, when I read the script, I loved it right away. I knew that there was a good interest. I loved that it was based on a real life article. Also, Ramona's character is something that I had not done yet. Such an unapologetic character in the way that she was. It felt a little scary and dangerous. The whole idea of the stripping, So those are things that kind of excite me when I read a role. And then once I met Lorene and we were kind of on the same page of like how we saw the film and what we thought of it, it was just kind of a no-brainer. I really was excited to do it.
You come from a background of dancing. How easy was this for you to do?
It's funny, I've learned I'm a dancer. I do it all the time. But like when I had to do the movie Shall We Dance and I did ballroom dancing, it was very difficult. It's difficult to learn something that has such a different technique. This was like acrobatics. I mean, it was something that takes people years and years to learn, just like ballroom dancing, but much more athletic, much more dangerous. You can fall and just drop on your head. I've, banged my legs down so many times, upside down, all kinds of stuff. So it was challenging. It was really challenging. But in the end, when I was able to pull off a 2 or 3 minute routine that we did, I was to a whole song. I was super excited. I was like, oh my God, I might really do this. And I watched it back, and I was like, oh, I actually look good. I felt kind of clumsy, but it looks amazing. So it was a good thing.
You are also just gorgeous, it has to be acknowledged, and accustomed to skimpier outfits. How intimidating was it for you to actually go up there and do such revealing and energetic things?
Yeah, it was extremely terrifying. And I thought, I'm pretty brave, and I kind of able to compartmentalize. I'm like, okay, this is the role I'm playing, this is what I'm doing, but on the day, like Jennifer really showed up. I was like, what am I doing? What is this costume I have on? I'm naked. Who are all these people on the stage? God, there's 300 extras in here. This is it. What am I? And I got really scared and really nervous, and I turned to my producing partner who was walking with me from the trailer, and they were like, we're ready for you. And I was like, okay. And I looked at her and I said, I'm nervous. I'm really scared. And she was like, you are? Because she never hears me say that. And I go, I am. And she goes, you got this? And I was like, yeah, no, I got this. It's good. It's good to feel things. You go up there with that excitement, with your heart beating out of your chest, with the idea that you have to do this, that feeling of vulnerability, of being exposed. It really worked. And then after, kind of letting my kind of like strength and power kick in, and like I'm not going to let anybody tell me what to do or how to do things or how to live my life, whatever, and I just did it. I felt like so empowered and so strong and so like I had conquered something, and everybody was clapping and all they were like, oh my God, what did you just do? I was like, I don't know. Oh my God. So it was a great moment for me personally, and also turned out to be a great moment for Ramona in the film.
I want to just ask one quick last question, because this is about women empowerment, but it also focuses on the men who visit these places.
Yeah.
And just address that very briefly.
Well, it's funny, the way we look at the men who go to these places and the way we look at the women are so different. And at the end of the day, these men were doing kind of the same thing that these women were doing, but just a much bigger level. They were robbing people blind as well and got in no trouble for it. And meanwhile, these women who were kind of, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, and then you're talking about a few tens of thousands of dollars that these girls are stealing, and they're all, going to jail and getting caught and picked up by the police and embarrassed and the whole thing. So it really was about a real kind of examination of men versus women and that power struggle and what we use, and also about greed and what it does to you, because those guys were greedy, and Ramona's character is that. And Destiny, who's kind of the conscience of the film, her conscience starts going up and she starts feeling bad about this and doesn't want to do it, and Ramona's just like down the slippery slope with the rest of the guys, you know what I mean? Like, what do I care? I gotta get mine. They're getting theirs, I gotta get mine, everybody gotta get theirs. And that is a mentality, right? So it was a really great kind of look at life, people, and what they do when they're desperate.
Totally enjoyable. Lovely talking with you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Good to see you.